welcome back to another Animal Crossing video. It's your girl Jessica Mouse. Today we're gonna do an interior design detailed tour of one of the rooms in my house. So we're actually gonna tour the living room. So we're gonna head on in. So in my island tour, I kind of go through each room and it's all sped up, but I just wanted to go through the details because I spent a lot of time designing each room, and I think it would be fun to kind of share what actually goes into designing each room, or like the details of crafting different things. So we're gonna slow pan the room right now. So the song I have playing in this room is Cruisin' by KK Slider. It was actually one of the first 5 songs I got from him. The first time I heard this song was actually on my friend Nathan's island. He had it playing in his room. So this room is actually inspired by like a Brooklyn city loft or apartment with the brick walls, the wooden flooring. So when you first enter the house, you are greeted by a bonsai tree table. So we have these 3 bonsais here. This is actually a DIY recipe. So during cherry blossom season, you can craft a cherry blossom bonsai, and then during the fall season, you can craft a pine bonsai. So together with those 2 bonsai trees, you can craft the bonsai table. And I think it's just a little fun piece when you first enter the house. You're greeted by some plants. So we're gonna pan to the first wall. So the first wall, we have some planters on the wall. We have the wood grain detail for the light switch. And then we have the intercom here, which most apartments have. We have Fauna's photo sitting on an ironwood low table. We have the landline. And then on this side, we have our wooden surfboard. Because right now, in the northern hemisphere, it's summertime. There's this random closet here, so we can easily change into different outfits. And then over here, on this wall, we have the Wallace in Tagalog. That means dustpan, or what is it? I don't know. A dustpan? At the top of this doorway, we have the tree branch wreath. Then over here on this wall, we have the ironwood shelf that my friend Ashley crafted for me. Above it, we have the mom item with the pencils and the ruler. And on the wall behind it, we have a boomerang. And then on this little cart, we have an ironwood cart. It's also a DIY recipe. We have a lost item sitting on top of it. So if you ever find a lost item on your island, eventually if you don't return it back to its owner, or you can't figure it out, or if you just want to keep the item, you just don't give it back to them, and eventually it'll ask you, what was this again? And then the only thing you can do is either throw it away or just drop it on the floor. So I chose to just drop it inside the house. I have some lost items outside as well. The last thing on this wall, we have the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a QR code that I found online. Well, it was a photo that I turned into a QR code, but it's kind of grainy. I wish it was a little bit more detailed. So if anyone wants to custom make me something San Francisco related, slide into my DMs. We have a yucca plant here, the cuckoo clock, and then we have the turntable set here, which I see most people placing it the other way, which it only exposes the wood side, but I like that when it's turned this way you can see all the vinyl records down here. We have a photo of Bo above the turntables, and then above here we have the Tree Bounties mobile, I believe. So I got that from a friend who played in the southern hemisphere during the fall season. They had that as a DIY recipe. Over here we have our flat screen TV with some mom items, candles, and then a terrarium. And then over here we have one of my favorite indoor plants, which is the cacao tree. I just like the way it sits in the sack. It's so cute. We have a fireplace here. And then on this side, we have our little sewing station. So firstly, we have this random globe on the floor. Don't have an actual home for it. But we have one of my favorite indoor items, or one of my favorite items in general in this game. It's the vintage sewing machine. So when you go against it and you push A, it actually turns on. And then if you just look up close, you can see the detail to it. So you can see the rows there. So I've actually used one of these vintage sewing machines in a sewing class I've taken. They're actually hard to use. So you use this little wheel here, and then you can't see, but right there. I don't know, I just think it's such a beautiful item. On the wall we have the mom's embroidery. So I actually got that item from Nukazon. So if you don't time travel, so I don't really time travel. I haven't since the beginning of the game because I didn't know it was a no-no, but I don't time travel anymore for the past like 3.5 months. There's like really no point to it if you can get things from Nukazon that you really want. So I usually just go shopping on there, or I sell a bunch of white street lamps. But that's how I got the mom's embroidery. And then over here on this wall we have this painting that Red sold me, which I haven't donated to the museum yet. It's a Vincent van Gogh photo or painting. You can see there, it has this autograph. And then on the left side we have our sturdy sewing box. So when you push A, it actually opens it. We have our Ginger scissors in there with some pins and needles, safety pins, and then we have our fabric scissors, just the details of everything. We have our chalk pencils, a measuring tape, some threads. Turn this off. And then last thing we have are the floral swag, and then the keys above the radiator. So most apartments have radiators. I feel like most city apartments have it, so I just love little detailed items like that. And then in the middle center of our room we have a little plush mom item, which is supposed to represent my dog Espo. We have the leather couch here, and in front of it we have the rattan low table with the tree bounder's lamp. Over here we have the vintage tray, which is actually one of my favorite items as well. At the beginning of the game I wasn't sure about it. I was just like, what the heck is that? But it's actually a really cute item. And then on top of it we have the mom's teacup. So it's an item that the mom gives you, the in-game mom gives you. So that's what it looks like. And then on the floor we have the monochromatic wavy rug that you get from Sahara. And I think that's it. That's it for this room. Oh, Oh, did she lag? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a like. And whoops, I guess that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you comment what your favorite part of the room is. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.